if you're not proactive, the court is probably going to take a perception that there's some sort of subterfuge going on, that the withholding of possession and access is not in good faith, and it's not for the best interest of the child. It's simply to manipulate the other party, the other parent, and to deny visitation out of spite or something else. So these are the reasons why, if this needs to be done, you better make sure it's a good faith basis, and you got to back it up with some legal pleadings. In other words, requesting for a temporary restraining order because of family violence. Now, withholding possession and access because there's a suspicion of drugs and alcohol abuse going on with the other parent, that can be a good faith basis, but that needs to be backed up, again, with the appropriate motion practice and with the voluntariness to be willing to pay for the drug and alcohol testing to substantiate whatever allegation about abuse of drugs and alcohol that the other parent is making. So again, being proactive is critical in this scenario, and it's not something you want to sit on. If you have reason to believe that the other parent is abusing drugs and alcohol or may have a history and they're abusing again, you need to be proactive about it. You need to get motions on file. You need to volunteer to have the other parent's drug testing paid for by you, the moving party, so that way you're showing the court that this is in good faith to protect the child from possibly a bad influence. So what do you do when visitation rights are denied? It's important to make sure you're documenting that. You need to journal that somehow, either with a calendar. It's probably the easiest way to do it. And you need to document every time that you made the request for visitation and every time that request for visitation was denied. Because if you're not being proactive about seeing your kid, the court isn't going to be inclined, because they won't have any evidence to substantiate how proactive you were. And in this day and age of text messaging through My Family app or My Family Wizard or any of these other websites, web software programs, email, there's a lot of ways to document requests to have access to your child or children, and you need to be taking advantage of them, especially if there's repeated denials of possession and access time happening.